Hello and welcome back to the Marble Games 2022. As always, I'm your host, Alpha Master, and the fourth event is finally set up and ready to go. But first, why don't we take a look at the scoreboard? Here's the scoreboard. Cloud Knights remains in first, Swirly Twirly second, Peachy Keen third, well, tied with Shining Suns for third. And all the marble teams could still win, including the Liberty Bells. Now it's time for the fourth event. The Alpha Master Racing original event, the Fall of Luck. One marble from each team will go down the track and try to get the highest amount of points in 2 rounds. But there's a catch. If 2 marbles land in the same spot, the marble that made it there first gets an extra advantage. So it's time to reveal the groups. Group A is Orange Glads, Banana Split, Sea Snakes, and Silver Bullets. Group B is Liberty Bells, Shining Suns, Emerald Starlight, and Peachy Keen. Group C is Robin's Eggs, Mocha Lattes, Defensive Deer, and Cloudy Nights. And Group D is Happy Little Trees, Ocean Waves, Oil Slicks, and Swirly Twirlies. Let the event begin. First off, we have Group A, Round 1. The marbles are off. Ooh, Sea Snakes was the first one to drop. Silver Bullets goes next, and Sea Snakes is still not trying to let them go past, and oh, they landed in the low pointer. But here comes Silver Bullets and Orange Glads. Orange Glads lands in the high pointer, and it looks like Silver Bullets gets in the 10 zone. And Orange Glads and Banana Split in the... But Banana Split gets an extra advantage, and Sea Snakes got 1 point. Group A, Round 2, and they're off. And it looks like Orange Glads is the first one to make it through the first funnel. And they're still going. Orange Glads is still in front. Here comes the Banana Split and the Silver Bullets. And they're still going. Sea Snakes is right behind them. Orange Glads and Silver Bullets both get 2 points. But Orange Glads gets an extra advantage. And Sea Snakes lands in the 10-pointer zone. And Banana Splits only gets 1. So the Bullets and the Snakes move on to the semifinals. Now we're at Group B, Round 1. And it looks like Peachy Keen is out in front. And there they go. Shining Suns is still trying to catch up. And Peachy Keen lands in the 10-pointer. Emerald Starlight is trying to catch up to Shining Suns. And they made it in the 5 zone. Oh, almost all of them landed in the 5-pointer. But Emerald Starlight gets an extra advantage because they made it in the first. Now we're at Group B, Round 2. And what in the world? Emerald Starlight didn't even leave the starting line. I guess they were too nervous after all the marbles. Well, almost all the marbles landed in the 5-pointer zone. And Shining Suns gets in the 10-pointer zone. Liberty Bells in the 2-pointer zone. And Peachy Keen in the 1-pointer after getting 10 points. Shining Suns and Peachy Keen move on to the semis. Now we have Group C, Round 1. Cloud Knights is the first place right now on the leaderboard. Can they keep it that way? And Cloud Knights still taking the front. And it looks like, oh boy, they're landing in the low pointer zone. And Defensive Deer used the shortcut to make it into the 2-pointer zone. And Mocha Lattes didn't even finish. And here's the footage of Defensive Deer skipping some of the track. But the judges will allow this if Defensive Deer don't do it again. Robin's Eggs got 10 points, by the way. So they're in the lead. And now we have Group C, Round 2. And it looks like the Robin's Eggs is out in front. They're already in the lead in this event. Can they continue to make it and keep it in the lead? Robin's Eggs are still out in front, although they got 1 point. And they didn't even get the advantage. Mocha Lattes got the advantage. And Cloud Knights landed in a 5-pointer. And what happened to Defensive Deer? They fell off the track. Holy cow. Defensive Deer must not have been ready for this. Robin's Eggs and the Cloudy Knights move on to the semis. Now we have Group D, Round 1. And oh my goodness, Happy Little Trees already fell off the track. Swirly Twirlies is out in front, and can they make it into the high pointer? Oh, Oil Slicks just took the lead, and they get the advantage, while Swirly Twirlies gets 1 point with no advantage. Oh, but Ocean Waves landed the high pointer with 5 points. Alright, let's take a look at the instant replay. Oh, it looks like Happy Little Trees fell off at the first funnel. That was not their race. Let's hope they do better the next round. And this is also the final round of the quarterfinals. Group D round 2. And now it looks like the marbles are going. And Swirly Twirlies is still out in front. Will they continue to be out in front? Oh, Happy Little Trees is trying to make it. They're in the high corner. Happy Little Trees gets 10 points. That's a huge makeup for last time. And Swirly Twirlies only gets 2. The Waves are 5 points. Both with 10 points, the Trees and the Waves move on to the semi-finals. And here are the placements from 9th to 16th. Decided by points and time. But Oil Slicks and Mocha Lattes were even, so they both have to get last place this event. We've reached semi-final A. Round 1 of semi-final A. And they're off. Peachy Keen is out in front, and Swivel Bullets is trying to catch up. And they're... Oh wait, Peachy Keen's is in front. Shining Suns is still trying to catch up. And... oh, Silver Bullets lands in the 1 pointer. Oh, and they each got their own spot. Shining Suns 10 points, Peachy Keen 5 points, Sea Snakes 2 points, and Silver Bullets 1 point. Semi-final A, round 2. And Shining Suns is out in front. Can they continue to keep it that way? Well, Sea Snakes did not let that happen. And they're still out in front, and they get 10 points. Shining Suns, it looks like they landed in the 2 pointer. That's alright. And Peachy Keen lands in the 5 pointer. And Silver Bullets lands in the 2. Shining Suns gets an advantage, but they don't need one because they and the Sea Snakes move on to the final. Semi-final B, round 1. And they're off, and Robin's Eggs is in the front. They're going in the other funnels, and they're down the final funnel. Robin's... oh, wait. Happy Little Trees is in the front. And can they get to 10 points? Yes, they can. Robin's Eggs only gets 2 points. And Cloudy Nights is only getting 1 point. And Ocean Waves 5 points again. And everyone got their own spot again. We still have one more round before the final. Let's see how it goes. Semi-final B, round 2. And they're off. Robin's Eggs and Happy Little Trees out in front. Robin's Eggs out in front. And they're down the final funnel. Robin's Eggs still in front. And they're going in the high pointer this time. And they land in the 10 pointer. Happy Little Trees lands in the 2 pointer along with Ocean Waves. But Happy Little Trees gets the advantage. And Cloud Knights gets in the 1 pointer. So the Trees and the Eggs move on to the final. Here are the placements from 5th to 8th. Very disappointing for Cloudy Nights. And oh my goodness, the finals already started. All the marbles are already off. Robin's Egg is out in front, and they're still out in front. Sea Snakes just took that back, and Robin's Eggs and Sea Snakes are trying to make it into their spots, and Robin's Eggs lands in the 10 pointer. Sea Snakes in the 5 pointer, and Happy Little Trees didn't even finish. But the Shining Suns landed in the 1 pointer. So they might have a chance. The final of the final, round 2. And Happy Little Trees is out in front. That's a huge advantage for them. And there they go. Happy Little Trees is still out in front. Sea Snakes is trying to catch up, and they landed in the 5 pointer before Happy Little Trees. And Robin's Eggs lands in the 2 pointer, and Shining Suns landing in the 1 pointer. But Robin's Eggs have taken first place in this event. Here are the placements from last to first, bottom to top. Happy Little Trees gets 3rd place, Sea Snakes gets 2nd, and Robin's Eggs in 1st. And here they are on the podium. Now let's take a look at the scoreboard. Cloudy Nights still remains in 1st, but Sea Snakes, Robin's Eggs, and Happy Little Trees have moved up quite a lot of spots. And unfortunately, Liberty Bell still remains last. Banana Split is 2, but it's still anyone's game. Banana Split and Liberty Bells just have to try better in the next event, which will come soon. That's all for now. See you next race!